want to try double exposure?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Why not?
what do I do in these? You know?
Let's figure it out.
No, but like, is it like boom boom?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll plan each one.
Yeah.
So right now I'm just planning it out, thinking about how I want to, do the whole thing. So what I'm thinking about is the shadows, because in double exposure on film or on anything, you're basically exposing the film one time and then exposing it again. And that first time, whatever's dark will be like you didn't expose it at all. So it's, if you have a deep shadow like right here, that's going to be your window for the next frame. So it's you have to kind of plan out where those shadows are going to be. If you don't have any, it's going to be really faint in the next frame. You're not going to have any real frame for that, And if something's completely white and exposed, you won't see through it at all. So that's why if you overexpose the sky with like trees in the front, then you can put somebody in those trees and it's all white behind it. Or if you put all white on a background and have a silhouette in the front, that silhouette will be your window into the next frame. It'll shape whatever you shoot in the next frame. So when I'm taking the first shot, since it's on film, I don't know where it is, so I have to kind of remember where those shadows are based on the viewfinder that I have. So if there's like a circle in the middle, I'll use that as my point of reference. Like, okay, this quarter of the frame is where I'm going to be aiming for in the next one. And every camera's a little different with how you shoot multiple exposures. Usually you have to hack the camera a little bit, but if you just Google your camera model, it'll tell you. All right, so I'm gonna think about this for a second. What's the name of the album again? Into the Fire?
Fire in the Deep End.
Fire in the Deep End? Okay. So red works for that.
Yeah, it does. So does blue, I guess. Yeah, deep end.
Yeah, the deep end.
Yeah.
So let's make it look like you're kind of underwater in the first shot with a little bit of a silhouette. Maybe your hair doing some crazy stuff.
Yeah.
And then the second shot will be the fire in that silhouette with red and nothing else.
Yeah.
Like that. Cool. So I'm going to turn off the main light and I'm going to set the color on these backlights to something that looks like water. And I actually have one saved called Aqua. So I'll set both to that. The reason it's good to save your light colors with this Hive app is because you can match the colors so easily like that. I'm actually going to adjust it a little bit so we have some variation. We'll go for that kind of look. I'm just going to meter for the darkest part on the background this time. I'm doing it for the darkest so that it can be bright enough to cover up the next frame. If you do have an RB67, you just have to switch this little switch on the film back to where you get the red dot. Once you get the red dot, you can shoot as many times as you want on that same frame. You just don't turn the lever here, you turn this lever. So using a fan is a good way to simulate water. So what I like to do for this kind of underwater thing is like if you turn to the side and have one hand out towards the camera. Yeah. Is there a side you prefer? Is that?
This one.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, reach your hand out towards the camera. Yeah. What I'll actually do here, kind of like you're floating.
Like I'm floating?
Like your hand is just floating there,
Okay.
kind of loose.
Yeah.
So what I'm doing now is I'm turning this light back on so it can be like an accent light on her hand. Make sure your lights are plugged in. So we're gonna have her hand with this light on it and then lift it up a little bit. Yeah. And then she's gonna be in the shadow. And her hand will be out of focus. Then bring your other hand out.
This one?
Yeah, out that way. Same kind of thing as this one. Bring it forward a little. Yeah. Bend your elbow a little. Higher. Good. And then yeah, just lean back. Can we get the fan right here so it's blowing up behind him? Yeah, perfect. Perfect. Alright, so I'm framing my shot now and I'm making sure to remember where the shadows are. Maybe look this way a little. Bend your elbow a little bit here. A little more relaxed, yeah. Perfect. Hold it. Okay. So I just advanced I cocked the shutter but didn't advance the film. And we'll do the second shot. Alright, now I'm going to turn off all the lights except the red one in the front. Let's see. Cool. Bring your shoulders this way. So turn your whole body towards that wall. look back that way. You know what? You're kind of tall, so I'll have you sit here. So here I want to angle down on her more. I want to angle the camera down at her face instead of looking up at it. Just making sure all the light is off the wall. Right. I'm going to get the light a little closer so we get tighter shadows. That's good. All right, so remembering where my frame was, where the shadows were, I'm trying to put her right there. Put your hand up in front of the light. Bring your other hand up to your shoulder. Okay. So there's 2 shots.